Welcome to my favorite month of the entire year. It is October, which means we're talking about Halloween on this channel. I'm excited about Halloween this year just as much as every other year. Like, it is Amanda Guenta's Halloween, and I hope you're here to join me. I think my entire goal is to inspire you to love Halloween as much as I do because it's so exciting. I think something that people who don't go above and beyond for Halloween look forward to every year are the celebrity Halloween costumes, because there's always Heidi Klum's like Halloween party where everyone dresses up for that. And also it's become quite a thing on like Instagram and TikTok to dress up in multiple costumes, which of course I love because more costumes, the happier I am. And so I wanted to look back at some of these costumes and see which Halloween costume is like the best. Obviously your version of like the best Halloween costume and my version is probably different, but I figured I'd do this in two categories. I'm gonna do one for cute costumes, and then the other one is gonna be scary costumes, because I feel like the two are distinct enough where they don't need to be in the same category. So I'm actually gonna do a Venn diagram. I thought about ranking these, but then I was like, I don't know, I feel like I don't want to rank them. I don't want to rank them. I just want to be able to hail like one person, the queen of Halloween. So for my cute Halloween costumes, the Venn diagram is going to be creative, cute, and sexy. And then for my scary, it's going to be creative, scary, and sexy. Because in Hollywood, I mean, everyone's Halloween costume is really sexy. I think that's a given. And then creative, I feel like with celebrities, they go above and beyond with how like well executed it is because they have more money, they have more resources, but they're not always that creative. I think there's like 50 plus costumes, so we will be unpacking so many celebrity costumes. I'm so excited. I forgot to put on my glove. Maybe I should do my non-dominant hand because I can't actually use my laptop if I have these gloves on. Okay, am I more witchy now? First costume that we're gonna do is Jenna Ortega's Ariana Grande costume. My first thought with this is that is creative. I'm gonna be honest, because not a lot of people dress as that Ariana Grande. I think they mostly dress as like blonde high ponytail or some of her music videos. And I don't think I've seen that many people wear like a street style from her, because I'm pretty sure this one, Pete Davidson and her were just like walking on the street, paparazzi photos. So, okay, she's definitely creative. Is it cute or sexy? I'll go with cute. I don't think it's sexy. I think it's cute though. So we're gonna put it between creative and cute. Next up, we have Jenna Ortega again in a Spider-Man costume. Do I think she looks good? Absolutely. This is for sure going to go into the sexy category. It's not creative. It's not creative at all. I think it's actually, Spider-Man might be one of the more common costumes like in the whole world. So yeah, but it's sexy. The last costume of Jenna Ortega that I think I have is her dressed as a pink rabbit. She's definitely cute. Not creative, not sexy though. I don't know. I feel like I have a personal rule where I don't like to wear other holidays as like a Halloween costume. I don't know. I think the only thing that I might break my rule on is the Mean Girls like winter talent show where they wear those red outfits, because that I think could be cute for Halloween. And even though it is like winter, it is supposed to be Christmas, I might be able to forgive that. I didn't realize that Paris Hilton wore so many Halloween costumes, because we've got her here dressed as Sailor Moon. I think I remember a lot of Sailor Moons in the last couple of holidays, so I'm gonna go with not creative. Maybe cute. I feel like cute and sexy is such a hard balance because sometimes it's kind of uncomfortable to look at a costume and be like, oh, well, this is cute, but it's also sexy. Like if it's something childish almost. I am going to say that it's cute and sexy though. We're going to put her We're gonna put her right in the middle. And then Paris Hilton also dressed as a rabbit. This is definitely a different take on a rabbit than Jenna Ortega did. It's definitely sexy. It's not creative. Is it cute? I guess so. Yeah, a rabbit is cute. So we're also gonna go with cute and sexy for this one. Then for Paris Hilton, we have her dressed as Tinkerbell, and I think this is such a pretty costume. She looks really, really good. I think what stands out about this Tinkerbell costume is the fact that it's so sparkly. I really like it, but it's not creative. A lot of people have dressed as Tinkerbell. I do think this is sexy, and again, it's also cute. This is kind of one of those where it's a little bit uncomfortable because Tinkerbell is, I think, supposed to be for children. But thankfully, you know, it's not that scandalous. Next up, we have Bella Hadid dressed as Catwoman. And this is going to go in the scary one. So this is our first scary costume. Even though this is full coverage, I'm going to say it, Bella Hadid looks really sexy in this. Inherently, I don't think that this costume is that scary. On initial look, I was going to put it between scary and sexy, but we're going to put it just in sexy because I don't think Catwoman is... Not this take, anyway, is that scary. My witch hat fell flat. That's okay. I bought this when I was volunteering, I think in 2017 at the thrift store. Thrift stores go crazy on holidays, and so I got this for 50 cents. Hello, Mango. Are you coming to join me? That is so sweet. We have another Bella Hadid costume. I believe she's dressing as a character from Beetlejuice in this red dress. She looks good, to be honest, okay? I think this is scary. I would consider Beetlejuice like a scary Halloween movie. So, is it sexy? I'm gonna go with no. I feel like, I don't know if that's the right opinion. I'm gonna go with not sexy. I don't think creative either. I think I've seen a lot of people dress as Beetlejuice characters, but it's a good costume nonetheless, but we're gonna go with scary. And then we have Kourtney Kardashian in this Ariana Grande costume, and I don't know, something about this I just don't like. I don't like this costume. I don't know what it is about it. I don't know if it's the dress, the hair, like something about it is off to me. So I think, you know, it's supposed to be cute. I wouldn't say it's sexy, and I don't think it's creative because I've seen people do that particular Ariana Grande look a bunch of times. So I'm going to go with just in the cute section. Then we've got Lily Rose Depp. She's supposed to be a ringleader. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Okay, I would say that's creative. I also think it's sexy. Not cute though. So, okay, between creative and sexy, good for her. I feel like that's the only costume of hers I have in here. I don't know if she's like the queen of Halloween or if she has iconic Halloween costumes. I'd never really considered looking at her for Halloween inspiration. Then we've got Gigi Hadid. Now, I'm unsure if I want to put this costume in the scary or the cute category. It's not gory or anything. I don't know if I would say it's cute either though, but you know, we'll put it in the cute section and then we'll just put it, yeah, I don't think this is sexy either. So we're going to put it in the creative section. I think this is creative. The execution is well done. So yeah, this is going to be the first thing we only consider creative, which is honestly, I guess I shouldn't be surprised that like people in Hollywood and celebrities focus more on like being sexy or cute versus creative, but good for Gigi Hadid. And now we have Sophie Turner and some dude. I'm just kidding, okay? I know. Maybe I'll just like crop him out of the picture. But her costume is super sexy. And we're gonna put it in the scary section, I think. So, yeah, I think we'll put it, yeah, you know what? Yeah, they're really pale. I think it's kind of scary. We're gonna go with scary and sexy. It's not really creative because a lot of people dress as the Addams Family, and especially with like the Wednesday show that came out on Netflix with Jenna Ortega, I feel like It's very common at this point. Not that it's like a bad costume though. Oh, we have another Bella Hadid. I'm pretty sure she's dressed as Poison Ivy here, which is a common one. I think I'm gonna put this in the cute section, but not actually in the cute section. I think I'm just gonna put it in the sexy section. Creative, cute, and sexy. I think that sexy is really the only word I would use to describe that. I think the editing and the photo shoot for this one is like super well done though. Like these are good costumes, but not like super creative. I would say the way they execute them is probably the most creative part because they like go all out. And then we have Kaya Gerber, and at first I thought she was supposed to be one of the twins from, I think it's the Shining movie, but then I looked it up and Google is saying that she's supposed to be dressed as someone from the 70s, which I didn't really know was a costume option. Like I guess, but you're kind of you're a celebrity. You're popular, and maybe this was last minute. I don't really know. It's definitely not my favorite though, so I'm just gonna put it in the cute section. Cute, and that's that. Then we finally have a Heidi Klum costume. I'm pretty sure she's just dressed as a grandma. I don't think this is any character in particular. I mean, it is creative, not gonna lie. It is creative. I don't see people dressing as grandparents all that often. And the skin and stuff, like again, the execution is so well done. I'm gonna put her in the scary section because I would consider this kind of scary. So, but I don't think the costume in itself is scary. It's definitely not sexy. So it's just gonna go in the creative section, but on the scary Venn diagram. I'm pretty sure this photo was also taken at Heidi Klum's Halloween party, but this one is of Gigi Hadid, and she's dressed as the girl from Grease. And I say that because last year I made a costume video idea TikTok, and I was like, oh, the main characters from Grease was like one of the ideas. There was multiple in the video, and someone in my comments was so offended that I wouldn't call them by their name. I know her name is Sandy, okay? Is it that important? No, but now every time that I see a Grease, one of the two main characters, I think about that comment. So Gigi Hadid as Sandy is a creative, not at all. I think it's sexy though. I don't think it's cute. So we're just gonna put her right in the sexy section. I think one of the most iconic Halloween costumes is Heidi Klum as a worm. That I remember hearing about for days. Like people were going crazy over that, and rightfully so. I mean, it was crazy. I am again gonna put this on the scary Venn diagram. But I don't think it's scary. Like, it's not a scary costume. Was it a little bit scary? I think. It's definitely not sexy. So we're just gonna go with creative again. You see, like, that's why I think my Venn diagrams aren't foolproof. This is just, I think, a way to categorize everything, because if you ask someone who had the best Halloween costume as a celebrity, they probably would say Heidi Klum. And you know what? I would be inclined to agree. I feel like millennials, maybe like Gen X, would say that like she's the queen of Halloween, but she's not even coming close to winning the queen of Halloween in Amanda Guenta's books, because she's only in one of the categories. She's not even in two of them. She's just creative. Wait, no. I spoke too soon. I saved this Jessica Rabbit costume to this folder, and I completely forgot who this was. It is, in fact, Heidi Klum. And the title is Heidi Klum's Best Ever Costumes Prove She's the Queen of Halloween. It's by British Vogue. So, again, like I was saying, people would say she's the Queen of Halloween. This is sexy. I'm gonna go within the cute section. It's definitely sexy, and you know what? I don't know if I would say it's creative. We're gonna go with sexy and creative. She's gonna go right in between there. And then we have Alex Earle, and I can't remember if last Halloween she was as popular as she is now, if she was like A-list. Okay, maybe not A-list. I don't want people to get upset, but as in terms of TikTokers, I would say she's right up there with Charli D'Amelio. So was she that famous last Halloween? Did she have those iconic like Halloween moments? I don't know, but I did look her up to see if I could find any costumes, and I did find this one where she dressed up with, I think her name is Kristen. I think this is Kristen. They dressed as double mint gum. I mean, this is clearly, it's supposed to be sexy. It's a barely there type of costume. I don't know. On initial thought, I want to say that this isn't creative, but I think that's just because I'm not really someone who wears like puns or like phrases out as a Halloween costume. Like I prefer taking characters or moments in celeb like history and stuff and wearing that. So I think that's my own bias though. I haven't seen this before, so I'm gonna go with it's creative, it's sexy, so that's where it's going. Is it cute? I don't think so. I think it's too sexy to be cute, if you know what I mean. Like I think there's a fine line, and I think they're just like in the sexy category, which there's nothing wrong with that. Then we've got Chrissy Teigen, and I think this is the only Halloween costume of hers I have on here. She's dressed as the Toddlers and Tiaras girls, and I mean, she scarily looks like them. Like the execution on this is super creative. Yeah, it's definitely creative. It's not sexy, thankfully, because that would be really creepy if she was dressing as a sexy toddler. But I would say it's cute. So we're gonna go between creative and cute. And then another Alex Earl costume. I don't know, with these little black dresses, sometimes it can be a bunch of different things. I wanna say this is Black Swan. It could just be a ballerina. It could be a princess, but I think we're gonna go with Black Swan on this one. She looks good. I would say it's a little simple, not like the execution isn't through the roof or anything. Do I put her in the cute or the scary category? You know what, scary is kind of looking a little sad. I didn't realize how little scary costumes there would be. So we're gonna put her there, but I'm only gonna put her in the sexy section because it's not creative and it's not actually scary. So yeah, sexy for Alex Earl. I think this is the last Alex Earl costume I could find, but she's dressed as Cinderella, the sexiest version of Cinderella I have ever seen in my life. So we are gonna put her in the definitely sexy. We'll go with cute. So between sexy and cute, we'll stick her right there. I don't know. It's definitely sexy. I think I want to say cute though, because it is like a Disney princess. It is kind of aimed for children. There is like that young, youthful vibe to it. Yeah, I'm a little between things on this one. We're gonna put her like on the line, I think, between sexy and cute. Someone I think Gen Z would consider the Queen of Hollywood is Doja Cat, because she has a lot, which is great, and then she also executes them perfectly, and a lot of the time they're actually super creative. So she dressed as one of the characters from Animal Crossing. Even when Animal Crossing was like super popular in like 2020, 2021, not that many people dressed as the characters. So you know what, this is cute too. I'm gonna put this between creative and cute. Then we have her as a character from the Powerpuff Girls. This is sexy and also creative, because I think when people dress as the Powerpuff Girls, they usually dress as like the main three girls, and I had never seen this character before, so I would consider that pretty creative. Creative and sexy for Miss Doja Cat. And then this one, she's the main character from Atlantis, I'm pretty sure. This was an iconic costume when it came out. I remember seeing this one so much more than I saw the other two. I would say it's a Disney movie, so I would say that makes it cute. It's sexy, it looks really sexy, and oh my gosh, I think it might also be creative. Oh my gosh, guys. I think we have our first one that like is all the categories. Okay, Doja Cat going right in the middle. Good for her. Now we're getting into the Kardashian Jenner costumes. Actually, you know what? Looking at this, it looks mostly like Jenner's. yeah, I'm not even sure if I have a Kim Kardashian costume in here. Oh, wow. So I guess that answers a question none of us had. I think the Jenners are better at dressing up for Halloween than the Kardashians. So there is that. We'll start off with the Barbie doll. This isn't creative. I don't think it was even when it came out. Like, obviously now it's like everyone's gonna be dressing as Barbies, which I love, honestly. So, is it cute? It's definitely sexy. I want to say it's cute though. Yeah, you know what? Sexy and cute for Kylie Jenner. And then another Kylie costume. I remember when this came out, it was like really cool because Stassi was in it. So I don't know. I don't know why I remember this so distinctively, but they're dressed as Playboy bunnies. Not creative. And I'm gonna go with not cute. So we're gonna put those two in the sexy category. And then we have Kylie as a fairy. She looks good. Like, she really does look good. I'm pretty sure that when the Jenners and like her friend group dressed as fairies, so did mine in high school. And obviously we didn't know beforehand that she would be dressing as fairies. So it was a cool coincidence, and that's why I remember this costume. It's not creative. Clearly, if some girls in high school thought of the same costume as you, probably not that creative. It is sexy. I don't think it's cute though, so we're gonna put her right in the sexy category. And then I think in this all black outfit, Kendall was dressing as Pamela Anderson. I think. Okay, she is dressed as Pamela Anderson. I did remember that correctly. I'm gonna go with this is creative. I don't think I've seen anybody. On initial thought, I thought she was just dressing as Pamela Anderson, just like as herself, but she's actually a character from the movie Barbed Wire, and I have never even heard of that, so I am gonna go with that's creative. It's also sexy. I wouldn't say it's cute though. So we're gonna put her between creative and sexy. I had never seen this Halloween costume before, and it is Kylie Jenner. I really didn't see this when it came out. I don't know what year she did this because I feel like I've been following her on Instagram for a while, but I don't remember anyone talking about this. She's dressed as Vera, Mistress of the Dark. Oh, it's 2022. Last year, and I didn't even see this. Okay, that is disappointing for me. That's not good, Amanda. But anyway, this is sexy. This is sexy. It's also scary. We're gonna put her in the scary section. Okay, scary, sexy, and creative. She's scary, sexy, and creative. Okay, that means she's going right in the middle. Good job to Miss Kylie Jenner. Good for her. Okay, nice. Now we've got two people in the middle. We've got Doja Cat and Kylie Jenner. Next up, we have Kendall and Kylie as Victoria's Secret models, the Angels. This has been done before, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to put it in the cute section and then only do sexy. Yeah, I'm not going to go with creative. I'm just going to put them in the sexy section. We have another Kaya Gerber costume. Maybe I subconsciously hate Kaya Gerber. I don't know. Because again, like, is this a cute costume? I think so, but something about it is off. Maybe there's not enough accessories. Maybe she didn't commit hard enough for me to like love this. I don't know. Like, I'm so sorry to her because clearly I have a problem with her because she tried both times with these costumes and I don't get it. I just Priscilla Presley, that's also not creative. Is this sexy? I think it's supposed to be, but again, I'm such a hater. I think I'm just gonna put her in the cute section. Oh, I don't know what my problem is with Kaya Gerber, but I clearly have one. I missed this Kendall Jenner costume. I think she's dressed as one of the bots from Austin Powers. I have never watched that movie. I guess there's like a bunch of them. I don't know, something about it, like, when did they come out? The 1990s? The 2000s? Like, every time that I see a clip or I see a photo, I'm just like, This is vile. This is disgusting. So I don't know if the actual movies are as vulgar. Like, they just seem like misogynistic films. Like, I think if a guy told me that he liked Austin Powers, I would throw up, I think. Because from what I've seen, it is not a good movie. I almost want to go cute, and I think that's only because it's pink. I think that's the only reason I want to say it's cute, because if this is in fact inspired by Austin Powers, then I'm gonna go with not cute. We're gonna have to move her. We're gonna have to move her to sexy. Is she creative? I don't think so. I think I've seen enough of these costumes to say not creative, but she executed it really, really well. And if this is in fact not inspired by Austin Powers, then I would feel dumb. But if it isn't, then I would put her in the sexy and cute section. But if it is, she's going in the sexy section. Someone I wish would dress up more for Halloween is Olivia Rodrigo. Maybe she just hasn't had enough years in the spotlight to kind of flush out this like Halloween extravaganza that it has to be every year, because like celebrities have to go hard. You know, there's so many costumes to look at. You have to really put in the work or no one's really gonna talk about you. And I think this is the only costume of hers I have saved. Oh no, I see another one coming up. But anyway, in this costume, she's dressed as Betty Boop, and she looks really good. I don't think this is a creative costume though. A lot of people dress as her. It's definitely sexy. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put it right in the sexy section. I think that's where it belongs. Then we have Kendall Jenner. Oh my gosh, the Jenners are pumping out Halloween costumes. This is like a lot of Halloween costumes from them. But anyway, she is dressed as a witch here. I'm gonna put her on the scary Venn diagram, but I'm not going to. I think I'm just gonna put her in sexy, because it's not that scary and it's surely not creative. It is the least creative thing I've seen. I did dress as a witch on purpose because I looked up the most common Halloween costumes, and witch was by far #1. And so I figured with all these like creative costumes, I wanted to put on the most basic one I had, and here I am. I'm a witch. I have the same costume as Kendall Jenner, and I don't know. That's actually the second time that happened, because I was just talking about how we were both dressed as fairies that one year. Interesting. I wonder if Kendall Jenner will take any of the costume ideas I have planned for this year. I haven't fully flushed out everything. I think I have 3 that I'm like super confident on, but we will see. But anyway, this video is not about my Halloween costumes. Next up, we have Kylie Jenner as, I believe, the bride of Frankenstein. This photo shoot was cool. I'm gonna go put her in the scary section. And you know what? I would say this is scary. I would also say it's sexy. So yeah, she's gonna go right in between scary and sexy. Next we have Kylie Jenner dressed as a fairy, and I wanna say that this is the same year. Like, they all went as a group. So Kylie Jenner is gonna go exactly where Kendall did, which, where did we put her? We just put her in the sexy section, right? Yeah. Okay, that is where Kylie's gonna go. Another Jenner costume. We have Kendall Jenner dressed as, oh no, this is embarrassing. Toy Story, what's her name? Jessie. This is a sexy version of that, but I would also say it's cute. I don't think it's creative. A lot of people dress as the Toy Story characters, but she is gonna go in between cute and sexy. Now we have Hailey Bieber, and I don't know if Hailey Bieber dressed up, and this is not even to be rude or anything. I don't think Hailey Bieber dressed up before she got married to Justin, because the last couple of years she went crazy on these Halloween costumes. And maybe, you know, she wasn't as famous before she married Justin, so she wasn't putting in all this extra work. I don't know. But yeah, like she pumps out these Halloween costumes. She dressed as the like latex Britney Spears, and I'm gonna go with it's not creative, because a lot of people dress as like Britney Spears era in music videos, but it is sexy. So I'm gonna put her in the sexy section. Then she's the nurse from Ratched. I'm gonna go with it's probably Ratchet. I think this is creative. The show is obviously very popular. I remember a lot of people talking about it, but I don't think that many people dressed up as it. So we're gonna put that, yeah, definitely in the creative section. We'll put her in the scary section, I think. And it's sexy. Honestly, I think it's really sexy. So we'll put her between creative and sexy on the scary Venn diagram. She also dressed as Mia from Princess Diaries, and I might be a little bit biased because I also did this costume. It's definitely not creative. I think I'm just gonna put her in the cute section. I think it's just like, it's a cute costume. The same time that she was dressing as the red latex Britney Spears, she was also dressing as like the schoolgirl Britney Spears, and this costume is even more common than the red latex. I think it's cute though. Would I say it's sexy? Maybe. You know what? No. I actually undo what I just said. She's not going in the sexy section. She'll just go in the cute section. It's a cutesy little costume. And then she dressed as, I think it's Lola Bunny from that movie that came out, Space Jam. That movie was crazy. I work in retail clothing, and the amount of merch we got is just, I don't think I could ever dress as a character from there because it makes me think of work. I think it's definitely cute. It's not creative, but you know what? Cute and sexy. That's where she'll go. Yeah, I think this is a sexy costume. Then Lauren Gray, actually, I don't think this was the same year, but she also dressed as Lola Bunny. So we're just gonna put Lauren Gray in the same section as we did Hailey Bieber because their costumes are almost identical. And then that other Olivia Rodrigo costume that I was talking about, I literally cannot remember what movie this is now. It's on the tip of my tongue. Elvira Hancock in Scarface. I would say this is creative. I'll put her, yeah, this is also sexy, I think. So we'll put her between creative and sexy. This Hailey Bieber costume is one of the ones, like, that's from a couple of years ago before Hailey Bieber kind of started to own Halloween. She's just like fitness Barbie. I would say, I don't know, this is not creative. I would say it's cute and sexy though. Yeah, I think that's fair. If we put Kylie Jenner's Barbie in between cute and sexy, then we'll also put Hailey Bieber's Barbie right there. We have more Jenner costumes. This is of Kylie and Kendall. They dressed as their old selves. Is there anything more creative than that? Quite literally, no one has ever had that costume. So that's pretty iconic. I think if we consider both like aspects of this, like they're children, that's cute. They're adults. They made it a sexy version. And the fact that it's creative, dare I say, we have another costume as like the best costume. You know what? Yeah, that's where we're going to put her. Kylie Jenner already had a place there, but Kendall Jenner is now there as well. I remember this Kylie Jenner costume where she dressed as Christina, and people were talking about this. I think at the time this was creative because I think the only reason it's not creative anymore is people are wanting to dress as Kylie Jenner, and so they choose this. So we're gonna put that between sexy and creative, I think. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's cute. I think it's between sexy and creative. Oh, we only have a few costumes left. This Madison Beer costume, I want to say she's just dressed as a maid. I don't think this is a character in particular. So we're gonna go with definitely not creative. This is sexy. I don't think this is cute either. Yeah, we'll just put Madison Beer in the sexy section. And then we have another Madison Beer costume. I don't know what it is about this that I love so much. I don't know if dressing as the Riddler is a creative costume idea. I definitely think this is sexy. It's not scary. The question is it cute? Is it creative? I want to say that a lot of people have dressed up as the Riddler. If I say this is cute, sexy, and creative, then it's going to go down as one of the best Halloween costumes. And I'm going to be honest, looking at this, this is not one of the best Halloween costumes that we've seen. There have definitely been some more creative and fun and sexy and cute ones. So you know what? I'm just gonna put her between cute and sexy. That's where she'll go because, no offense to her, I don't think this costume deserves to be one of the greats. And then last costume idea, oh my gosh, when Kylie Jenner and her friends dressed as Disney princesses, like sexy Disney princesses. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to, like I did with Alex Earl, I'm going to put it in between cute and sexy because it's definitely not creative. So yeah, cute and sexy for them. And those are all the costumes that I've got here. The scary Venn diagram is looking pretty pathetic. It's got a lot of white space, definitely. But the cute one is actually pretty full. But we only have Gigi Hadid up there in the creative section. That's kind of crazy that I would only consider Gigi Hadid to be like the only one who didn't have a cute or a sexy costume. And that I feel like is not even an insult. It's almost like an honor. Like you went out and you committed to the bit. Like you didn't make it sexy, you didn't make it cute. You did the authentic version of the costume. Same with Heidi Klum, because like this old lady and the worm, creative but not sexy or cute. So good job, Gigi Hadid and Heidi Klum. In terms of who's the queen of Halloween, we've got Miss Doja Cat, Miss Kylie Jenner, and Miss Kendall Jenner, and then also another Miss Kylie Jenner. So according to the math, Miss Kylie Jenner is the queen of Halloween. I don't even know if I agree with that. Like, I guess these are my findings. You know, this is my clearly very scientific experiment that I did. And my findings are that Kylie Jenner is the queen of Halloween. Runner-ups, I would say Doja Cat. And then, I don't know, Kendall. I feel like if Kendall didn't dress with Kylie in that, she just doesn't do Halloween the same way as Kylie does. And then maybe Hailey Bieber. Hailey Bieber has been pulling out some looks. Yeah. And then Heidi Klum, of course. But yeah, I would say those are my top girlies for Halloween. I'm probably missing so many celebs that like dress up and should be on this list, but I trust that if I am, you will let me know and we can chat about it in the comments, and then maybe I can make right this month of Halloween. I am so excited that October is finally here. Like, I think it's gonna pass by way too quickly. I have so many fun things planned and so many costumes, and I cannot reiterate how much I love Halloween. So if you would like to follow along, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching.